the growing agro-industrialization and processing space in the country is being powered by the need to find ways of processing the huge amounts of commodities that farmers' endeavors are producing. For example, the volume of coffee produced in Uganda keeps climbing. The volume of coffee produced increased from 7.75 million 60 kilogram bags in financial year 2019-2020 to 8.6 million 60 kilogram bags in financial year 2020-2021. This was an increase of 4% and was mainly attributed to newly planted coffee, which started yielding results. Favorable weather conditions also played a crucial part. Today, Uganda is among the big league coffee producers globally, with orders growing in important markets abroad. A total of 6.8 million 60 kilogram bags of coffee were exported valued at $559 million by the 30th June 2021. In the same period in 2020, Uganda exported 5.12 million 60 kilogram bags of coffee exported valued at $496 million. This was an increase of 19% in quantity and 13% in value, respectively. This huge growth in volumes is due to the efforts by the Uganda Coffee Development Authority, working jointly with the National Agricultural Research Organization. They have introduced new disease-resistant and higher-yielding coffee varieties to farmers. The increase in yields was also possible due to the acceptance by coffee farmers to change from the older and less yielding varieties that were prone to diseases and replace them with new coffee types. Kakoza Noerin Nakanwaji is a farmer and nursery operator in Mubende district. She appreciates the CWDR series Robusta coffee seedlings that UCDA has distributed to farmers. Farmers can begin to harvest from 7 months onwards. From her nursery, Noreen produces 100,000 seedlings from her 1.5 acre allotment per year. It is a business that earns her 150 million shillings per year. She began this particular mother garden in 2018, from which she produces the seedlings for sale to farmers.
Each seedling is 1,500. Whether I'm selling to UCDA or to individuals. So that is income on my side. 2, farmers come and get seedlings. Because if there are no seedlings, of course, we cannot have coffee in Uganda. So this is the first stage of coffee farming anyway, the first stage. So I'm doing it as a business because I earn money. As I told you, if I harvest like 100,000 a season, if you multiply by 1,500, how much money is that one? 150 million. So that is an income on my side.
The business has spawned off other sources of employment. For example, women in the area who do planting and potting of her plants. It is a big chain that includes truck drivers that supply soil, those who supply the pots, the polythene sheeting that make the business viable, timber for the sheds. She also set up a model farm adjacent her nursery to further persuade farmers to make the switch. CWDR was introduced to address the problem of coffee wilt, which had devastated farmer coffee chambers. Kasule Moses is a prominent coffee farmer in Kayunga village near Mubende, who has also taken to the new coffee varieties. He was previously a coffee trader and processor before he settled down to coffee farming for the last 32 years. He has now discovered another value chain in coffee, seedlings production, and has now set up a nursery to kickstart this revenue stream. Certainly, the huge volumes of coffee production are helping to sustain exports and to cement Uganda as an exporter of high-quality Robusta coffee. The UCDA has helped promote and ensure high standards of production right from the garden and post-harvest handling to the processing and exporting companies like Ugacoff. As the Ministry of Agriculture is developing disease-resistant and high-yielding coffee varieties and supporting farmers to adopt them, it is also encouraging specialty coffee production. This is a growing global market niche with very high returns. Many farmers have now taken to it, well knowing the strict high standards that are required to survive in the business. One of the farmers engaged in specialty coffee production is Barnabas Talemwa Bwanyaga on his 300-acre coffee farm in Ibanda district. Quality controls are a must from the shambas through post-harvest handling and processing for eventual export. Image Coffee, as the farm is known, also has a processing plant on site with a capacity of 5 tons per hour, enough to consume the entire Ibanda coffee production. Talemwa had abandoned his coffee farm but revived it recently when specialty coffee markets began to gain currency and after encouragements with the development of new high-yielding and disease-resistant varieties.